God, I love this movie. It was great, and it was a complete shocker. A Haunting in Venice, 2023. It came out the 15th of December. We saw it a couple days later. It's the continuation of Agatha Christie's Poirot detective character, and played brilliantly. I really enjoy his performance as Hercule Poirot. Kenneth Branagh, been a fan of his for a while with his directing and stuff, and he directed these films. And this is an adaptation of, I believe it said this is the first time that this book has been adapted. Halloween Party, although probably for the better or the worse, who knows. Change it to A Haunting in Venice actually sounds a little bit better, and wow, like the posters and everything just really sells on the creepy, and I was very excited to see. Cool. One, because Death on the Nile, loved that film last year, but it didn't do as well as Orient Express, so I'm like, no, I guess that's the end of it, and especially my best bud, we really enjoy the films and his take on it, and they're really well done. It's very sad to see that might not be that might be the last outing with Death on the Nile. And then last month, holy crap, I'm sitting there looking for movie tickets to get stuff online, and then there's a poster, and it's like all these faces circling down. It's A Haunting in Venice. I'm like, ooh, A Haunting in Venice, some kind of horror movie. I'm like, yeah, it's probably some generic thing. But then when I quickly scroll back, like, wait a minute, why does that guy have a mustache like that? Click on it, I'm like, holy crap, it's a third film in this. Totally out of nowhere. I never saw this coming. We didn't see this coming. I don't know how many people saw this coming, but especially with how it didn't do well at the box office, I'm surprised they made a third. I'm glad they made another one here. I love horror. It's my favorite genre, all that stuff. Holy crap, to put this with that, yes. So I was like, I watched the trailer, showed my buddy the trailer, we're like, oh, I can't wait for this, we're so excited and pumped. Finally to see it, and I'm getting all excited here. And all enjoyed it. The audience seemed to really like it. It had a decent opening. It exceeded slightly expectations, so hopefully it gets good word of mouth. Apparently, the Nile film had better leggings on video on demand and streaming, and had better word of mouth that way. I guess that was enough to convince them to make this third. Thank you. Hopefully it has some decent legs and some good word of mouth to give us another one, because I love the character and he does a great job with it. So that's basically the story of that. Shocked, pleasantly shocked, and it's perfect for something for the Halloween season going into. And yeah, I guess 3 minutes of just this awesomeness and fineness, and so happy to do this. Let's get with this. Again, director, also playing Poirot, Kenneth Branagh. Screenplay, Michael Green, 20th Century Studios. The budget is also less than Death on the Nile, reportedly 60, so that might help it a little bit. And it doesn't look like it took anything less. Like, you don't need these. That's the problem with a lot of films today. That's a whole other rant. That's for a rant video, where these people are spending $200 million or plus on their films, and there's no need to, and that's why, honestly, good for them for failing when you spend that much. You don't need that. That's what's so great about horror and stuff like this. But anyway, it's a mystery crime thing again. Hour and 45 minutes, basically. And it starts with, this nice music, I guess, Italian music just kind of playing, really nice. And then you see, these pigeons or whatever, and then, there's a seagull. Then it comes out and takes one, which shocked, everybody. Holy crap, that was graphic. I wasn't expecting to see that to come there, and good way to set up. He's, retired, trying to stay away from everybody. Everyone's like, please help me solve this, help me find this. I mean, it's like, no, I am not anymore. No. And then he gets visited by a friend, even though he doesn't have friends, he says. Tina Fey's character. She's a writer, Apples. He has a bodyguard. And they tell him about this little seance they want to have. And we get this story. Rowena Drake, played by Kelly Riley. She looked great and was very good in this movie. Her daughter dying, but they say it wasn't. They said it was suicide, but they believe because it's haunted, cursed, the building they're in, it was the ghosts of these children that were mistreated and locked away and all this crap back in the day, and they're the ones that pushed her over the edge, and it's time to solve that, and they want to bring him along because he doesn't believe in all that stuff there. And I love the idea and theming and messaging of that, where it's another character who's I don't believe in God. I don't believe in this. I don't believe in all this stuff there because I've seen things. Why would they? You know, stuff like that. And then, of course, you know, in the end, he's going to kind of see and be like, you know, aha, you believe now. Stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. Spoilers. But just this quick review here. Great bunch of characters. They're all going there. You meet everybody in there. The doctor, he's all fidgety. He has a son. And the son makes me think of... there's an episode of The Monkees where it's a Christmas episode. And they have Butch Patrick, Eddie Munster. And he's this all clean-cut, slick-back hair, glasses, nerdy in a suit. And he's all, Christmas, bah. And they're like, what'd you say? Bah, humbug. And he's a little kid, and they gotta show him Christmas. And it made me think of that. And this kid is that typical kind of like, he's reading Edgar Allan Poe, everything. So, love it. And you get these other characters, the jealous boyfriend of the girl. Or is he? Seance lady, Michelle Yeoh, doing the seance. She has a helper, and then we find out there's another helper, and they're related. They're like brother-sister. And so you have all these other characters. And then there's like a nun lady or helper lady that help with the family and everything. They're all there. And what's really great is this film, I was super impressed with. We were all impressed. The cinematography, the shots and everything. It just had that eeriness, that the atmosphere. You could feel it. It was chilling, just the shots and the locations and everything about it. And very well shot, a lot of good establishing shots, and just everything just really worked well. I love the stuff with the clock, the Adam and Eve, everything. And again, setting it at this time period and in Venice adds a lot to like that old time spookiness when you had the creepy masked people in the cloak and cape, so they're on the gondolas, the children getting Halloween, and they have those old creepy masks and seeing the old puppetry and shadow stuff. Works so well. The freaking bird. Wow, I mean, there was a lot of good stuff here and a lot of little quirks that he has, Poirot. Worked very well. Then you get to know all these characters, and of course, the murder happens, and every time when he goes, locks everybody in, is like, no one's leaving here until I solve who did this. And I'm like, yes, he's back. I love this. I love when he does it. It's like when you watch Columbo. We just absolutely love Columbo. When he gets there, it's like, yes, Columbo's gonna do it. So you know, like, Poirot's like, all right, he's gonna do this. So excited, and it wasn't exactly like a very scary movie, but it had its moments. It was more of you're lost in like the story and the characters, the whodunit. While there's a little bit of the spookiness, apparitions, paranormal stuff happening, a lot of funny stuff with it too. I thought was very cleverly done. And without spoiling anything about how and what it was it real? Was it not? Who knows? You gotta find out. But the murder happens, and he does this all stuff there, and you're going along there, and you kind of can tell. What I liked about it was the characters I thought were really well done. Every character, every actor and actress did a great job with these characters, and you felt for them, and you felt for a lot of the sadder moments, and then the backstory and everything, and then the end result, the honey, the wildflower, stuff like this. Amazing, like... For me, I was getting it together, like, I know who it has to be. It can only be that person. But then it was still very well done, and I love the visual and just the way it ended with the person, and then the ghost and stuff kind of taking that person away. In a sense, wow, I love that so much. Again, the music was really good. It had a good creepiness to it. But I was not expecting the other twist at the end. I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming at all. And that was really interesting. I liked that. And there was just great acting, great emotions. It went by really, really at a good pace. And the slowness of it too, though, even when it was like that, it was dark, it was eerie, it had that spookiness, and it worked. And I love seeing his character, Kenneth Branagh, with Poirot, and just interacting with his friend, with these other people, stuff happening, all the different things coming together, the pieces, the little hauntings here or there, the mystery, everything about it. I feel like it was just really well done, very surprised, very happy that they did this. It's a great, great, great film. One of my favorites of this year by far, and it's a shame for me, and people I know think would agree, that the Barbie movie, with how like ridiculous that is making $1 billion, but this movie is not making much, which it's a better film because it's just very well written, acted, shot and everything, and it's not just silly, goofy stuff for 2 hours. This was thriller, suspense, and it was very creative how not only he locked them in, but they had to stay in because there was a storm in the water, so they were kind of locked in that way, trapped in a sense, and not just by him. What a delight. In Venice, every house is haunted and cursed. Just amazing. I love it. It's kind of funny how stuff popped up with Missouri and St. Louis, and Meet Me in St. Louis. Very interesting. Again, back in the day, sure. Nowadays, good luck, kids. After visiting and stuff. But I think everyone did a great job. All of it. Damn. He had a very good style, focusing on the actors and the characters. And, ooh. Just a great thing to process through everything. And just, again, absolutely amazing. Definitely, I think I enjoyed it more than The Nile. And I'm glad they did this because I love horror, and I think this would have been perfect. A horror Halloween murder mystery was perfect for this. And just changing of the setting, I think, worked great. Everyone did a great job. Amazing. Amazing. Just the eeriness and the beauty at once of Venice and everything in that time period. Some good cast with solid performances, and it was a refreshing take, engaging, and just absolutely loved it. Chilling, wonderful. I loved all the messaging and the theming, and just everything about it. So if you've seen it, let us know what you think. Absolutely loved it. I hope they keep making more. Bravo. Clapping. We just put this together real quick to hopefully get this out and just praise and hopefully give us some good word of mouth. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and more movie stuff. And the haunted, spoopy season is upon us. It's been upon us, and we got lots planned. See you next time. Stay loyal, my friends.